All right, everybody. I am here. Oh, welcome. Can you guys hear me all right? It's good to see you guys on a Wednesday. I wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but I don't go back into work until Monday night now. So it's good to see everybody. Can you guys hear me all right? Got no headphones on tonight. I don't feel like wearing headphones if I don't have to. Let me adjust my lighting a little bit. I'm a little. Oh, let's see. I feel like that's pretty good. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel about it? Pretty good? It's good to see you guys. How's everybody doing tonight? I got some stuff to unbox, but of course, I want to hang out with you guys tonight. Thank you so much, Dean Renner, for becoming a YouTube member. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Cheers, my friend. Let's get a sip. All right. All right. Good to see everybody. I'm assuming you guys can hear me just fine, right? Everything's good. Can I get some thumbs up in the chat, or can I get like a sound check? I have not even checked anything. I have not checked anything. First off, I got my camera set to 360p. All right, that should look better. Now I'm 720. Do I look clearer? All right. Sounds good. All right, good deal. Welcome everybody. God bless you guys. Happy Wednesday. We're gonna have a good time tonight. I'm ready to chill with you guys tonight. I got a lot going on. Got stuff coming up. Got shows coming up. I'll give you guys the brief on all the shows I'm gonna be a guest on, as well as I'll give you guys the name of the next movie room tour we're gonna do. I have a guest lined up for that, and I got some stuff tonight that is to say I was blown away when I opened my PO box. I'm not even kidding. So, breathtaking stuff. So I'm very, very excited. Thank you so much, Mike, with a $4.99 super chat. Been busy with work myself. Just wanted to say hi, y'all. Brother, God bless you. I'm gonna give you a clip for your troubles.
I'm gonna go fucking buck wild for Easter this year.
Thank you so much for the $4.99, Mike. You are an awesome dude. Thank you so much. All right, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Austin, how are you? Seth, what's going on? Baldy, Jack, what's going on? Winchester, what's going on? Sofa 747, what's up? Movie High Club, what's up? Squishy 92, Jonathan, Dean, Count Vaughn, what's up? My Ruin, Gamer Guy Reviews, what's up? Movie High Club, White Rose. What's going on, everybody? Good to see everybody tonight. We already got 112 people in here. Very, very cool. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see you guys. All right. So let's talk for a second, guys. Let's kind of catch you guys up to speed. So the next show I have, besides tonight's show, which I'm happy to be here with you guys, the next show I have is actually going to be in terms of the movie room tours. I've got a few I'm lining up, but I have one confirmed that we're going to do next week. And I actually think she has an underrated movie room. Quite frankly, I think that when people think about movie rooms and setups and stuff, hers is quite frankly underrated. So the one we'll do next week, not this week, but when we're gonna do next week, I'm sure some of you know her, Mel, My Killer Podcast. I got her lined up. We're gonna do her next week, and I'm working on Mondo Video. That's one that I want to do for sure too, as well. And I haven't reached out to him yet, but I'm gonna put the feelers out there now. He's actually somebody that watches my videos. He's very friendly. And I was shocked when I reached out to him and told him, "Hey, I love your stuff." He actually says, "Dude, I watch your videos." And I'm just like, "Wow, that's crazy." That person will be Vintage Video Basement. I'm putting the feelers out now. I'm putting the feelers out now that I'm gonna reach out to him. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited to do Mel's room. That's gonna be fun. I think she has an underrated room. I really do. So that's gonna be cool. Now, here's something that a lot of you guys probably never thought. I thought about reaching out to Cody Leach, but I don't know how much of a room he kind of has besides his movie wall. Which I'm not downplaying that, but I'd have to talk to him because he may be like, "Listen, I'm not really somebody that has like a room that's set up like that." But he's something I thought of. Now, here's something that a lot of you guys probably never thought you would see that we're doing tomorrow night, which I'm very excited about. Dead Pit, Dead Pit and Brandon are finally crossing paths. Dead Pit is joining Planet Dirty. Now I believe it was actually Wes who actually said something to me a long time ago. He was like, "We should do something with Planet Dirty." And there's no beef between Dead Pit and Brandon, but there's history. Okay, there's history there. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time. So I'm excited for that. Now the thing about somebody's already saying Dead Pit is gonna bully the hell out of Brandon for his hot takes. Here's the thing about Brandon. Brandon is that, and I say this with reverence to the actual description of what I'm saying. Brandon is that 6-year in POW that doesn't give a fuck. You can't you can't you can't get under Brandon's skin. Have you guys seen me like yell and scream at Brandon while he's just giving the craziest movie takes you've ever heard? Brandon is that guy that can just in the line of fire look you straight in the face and say Children of the Corn 4 is better than Halloween 3. Like that's who Brandon is. You can't crack Brandon. So we'll see. I actually think oh god damn. I actually think Brandon is gonna come out as a victor in this whole thing. Uh and it's just fun to cross pollinate worlds and that sort of stuff. And I'll be honest with you guys, on these shows, I kind of like to tell you guys what I'm thinking and what's going on. I'll be honest with you guys. I feel like I really got sucked into the rat race of just trying to grow my channel and staying so hyper focused. And I am still, believe me. We should maybe tomorrow we'll be at 49.3, which means that we could be at to 50. Shit. We could be at 50 in a month. 50,000, which is insane, and that's a great milestone. I'm proud of that. If I don't grow a day after that, then I'm happy. But I got so hyper focused on the rat race of me just trying to grind, grind, grind. I don't feel like I've stopped and had fun on YouTube in a little while. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like I forgot to have fun, for a little while. And I used to have shows where I would just I would just do shows where I would just say, "Hey, come on." I'd tell this person, "Hey, come on." Tell this person, "Hey, come on." And I kind of stopped doing that. I stopped reaching out to friends to hop on and do shows with me. And but I kept myself busy. It wasn't that I necessarily was like, well, I don't want this person on my channel. I don't want it was never that, but I was just like, go, 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 go. Um, and so the beauty of doing the movie room thing is it gives me an outlet to bring guests on and actually do something that can be, I think, fun for all of us. Because I actually think as an audience member, and you guys tell me if you guys agree with this or you think I'm off base, but I actually think that you guys enjoy listening to a genuine conversation, even if it's not like every question is directed towards you, the audience. I think a lot of you guys may enjoy just hearing real people talk because there's so much bullshit on the internet now, and there's so much fake garbage, which is why I actually want to do a video. Tomorrow's video will be talking about review copies and an honest video. It's not a call out video. I'm not saying anybody's doing anything wrong necessarily. I'll tell you how I operate and I'll tell you the ins and outs. I mean, there's a lot of people that wonder if companies tell me, hey, Christian, you have to promote this positively or you have to do this. And I want to answer all those questions. So that's what tomorrow's video will be. But anyway, um, the idea of the movie room show was a way for me to have some fun again and do stuff that I think the the audience can really enjoy. And I hope you guys are. You know, I really do. I hope you guys are because I've really enjoyed. Granted, we've only done 2 episodes, but me personally, I've really enjoyed those 2 episodes. I think they've been really fun, and I think there may be some rewatch value there, which is important to me to try to do something that has some rewatch value for you, the audience. So I'm looking forward to that. But we're gonna take this week off. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna have Planet Dirty and Dead Pit. It's gonna be crazy. Um, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm just looking forward to have some fun and you know, hopefully do stuff that you, the audience, can sit back and say, man, look at this. This is crazy stuff. So that's, you know, that's where I'm coming from with this. Rest in peace, Jonathan Tiersten. I saw that. Very, very sad. It's just we're at that era right now where we're losing a lot of people. And I don't think Jonathan was even that old. I think he had something happen to him, you know, but thinking about his family, God bless him. Rest in peace. It's just very sad. Planet Dirty hits the pit. Tell Brandon to say Dead Pit. That Macamee is the best kids film ever, the best color grading, better than ET. Should be fun. Um, so yeah, that's that, guys. So I will be trying to plan some more of the I have like I said, I have Mel booked. We're gonna do her episode next week, which again, I genuinely think she has a good movie room. Like, I didn't just go to Mel because I did Garrett or anything like that. Like, Garrett needed to be episode 1 because he has just an amazing room. But I actually really I like Mel's movie room. I think it's really nice, and I think she's got a great setup. So I think you guys are gonna enjoy that. Um, and so I'm gonna book more. I'll try to keep it going, you know. But I should reach out to Sean Clark. The problem with Sean is we would have to just do one room with Sean, which I would approach him about. I'll approach him about that, but you know, I'll approach him, but I, Justin doesn't have a room right now. You know, Justin, he had a great design, but Justin's and it's a good reason he doesn't. So I won't get into his personal business, but Justin's not a possibility right now. He's just not. But um, I was hoping you would have joined Garrett stream last night with Sledge Central and Dino Drag. That would have been one hell of a Well, that was a great show. I watched it. I've been a fan, quite frankly. I wouldn't even say just watch it, but I've been a fan of Dinosaur Dracula probably since about 2000. I'd say 11 or 12 is when I found him on YouTube, and then I started I remember the day the 8-bit Jason NECA came out where they had the cloth clothes on him, like the Toys R Us exclusive. I remember that day where he did a funny blog post about it. It was just great. Um, but yeah, I thought that was cool. And I thought Matt really undersells himself. I think anybody that watches Dinosaur Dracula, they get the sense that he's a big Andy Kaufman fan. And that's what I get. I get the sense that Dinosaur Dracula is a Kaufman fan, and he kind of does like this quirky, uh, you know, awkward thing on purpose a little bit. Maybe he is awkward, you know, in real life, but I thought he was lovely. I thought he was really likable. And you know, I gotta listen to I kinda save his podcast. They did a Turtles episode I gotta watch. But I'm just waiting for the right run I have, like when I go on like one of my long runs. Maybe tomorrow I'll throw that on so I can just digest the whole episode. But it was a good time. So yeah, that's what we got going on. We got Dead Pit tomorrow, Planet Dirty. Please come hang out with us, guys. I think you'll have a great time. There's another show. He hasn't announced it yet, but it's not like it's gonna be like some surprise thing that people are gonna be like, "Oh my god." I think Pizzow has a show that he's gonna be doing on the 17th that I'll be on, and it's kinda like a state of physical media thing, which I'm sure there'll be shenanigans on that. I'm pretty good at derailing myself. Um, so then there's that. Anyway, so yeah, we got some shows coming up, and we're gonna get that rocking and rolling. I have some stuff I want to show you guys, and then the rest of the night, I want us to just I'll answer anything you guys want to have a question for, or I'll we'll talk about whatever. You know. So first things first, I've actually got some physical media I want to show you guys. I was gonna do a video about this, but I just feel like I can briefly go through this. Um, I actually got this in from Via Vision. And again, this is stuff that is not for everybody because getting these are kind of pricey. And some of the stuff has American releases, which you may be perfectly fine to get that. But this one I actually thought you guys would like, so I wanted to show this real quick. This I didn't realize it was a box set, but they did a Cabin Fever collection. And I thought, okay, it's got 1 and 2. It's actually got all 3, but there's something very interesting about this. So this is a Cabin Fever collection from Via Vision. Now, what's interesting about this is it actually has Cabin Fever 1 on 4K and Blu-ray, Cabin Fever 2 on Blu-ray, and then Cabin Fever the remake. So this is it. It's actually kind of cool. But what's interesting is look at the disc. It's straight up the Lionsgate Limited disc. It's straight up the Lionsgate Limited disc. But there's the part 1, you get it on Blu-ray and 4K. Then there's part 2, Spring Fever, which I like, and then the remake, which I don't like. I'd have to watch it again, but I wasn't in love with it. But that's the collection from Via Vision, but it's very interesting that it's straight up just the Lionsgate Limited disc. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, wow, it's like they're really like working with the American companies to be like, "Hey, we'll use your stuff." I don't see it as a negative, quite frankly. I kinda see it as a positive, because it allows these companies to do stuff like that, like they can do a box set. And they actually have a poster with this. Cabin Fever. I'm gonna put this up in the movie closet, which is gonna be cool. But I'm actually excited to revisit Cabin Fever 2, man. Cabin Fever, people forget about Cabin Fever 2. Cabin Fever 2, they did that was not Eli, that was he directed some of it. Ty West, right? Anyway. But yeah, there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff on this. And I'll probably do some shorts content on it. But it's kind of cool. It is kind of cool that they did a box set. Like it's a complete box set. I thought there was just a 4K. It's an actual collection of Cabin Fever. So, and then they got this big book in here. Let's see. Cabin Fever collection. I gotta be careful what page I open it up to. I can be honest with you guys. I think Cabin Fever is better than 90% of the rest of his movies. Eli Ross. I don't dislike Eli, but I thought here's the thing I will say about this. Again, selective audience. I get it. These things are not cheap. I mean, you can get them from Orbit and you can get them from Diabolic, and you can skirt that that shipping from Australia. I mean, it's very expensive to ship these. But what I'll say is, given the price of Lionsgate Limited, you might actually come out better getting something like this. Like, you'll be paying a little bit more, but you might actually come out better getting something like this, 'cause I don't think a lot of us have Cabin Fever 2 on Blu-ray. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if it's on Blu-ray in America. I know it got, like, a German Blu-ray, but you might actually come out better getting something like this, you know? Which listen, Cabin Fever is great. I don't care what nobody says. So that's that from Via Vision. Let me take a look at the comments. Eli Roth has great concepts, but the sense of humor is so bad. I don't think his sense of humor has aged well. I actually, like I said, I think Eli Roth's sensibilities lives and dies in the 2000s, which is kind of a cool thing now. But like, I think a lot of us can agree that Thanksgiving felt like a 2008 horror film. And I like Thanksgiving, so I don't really look at it as a negative. Then again, what the hell's funny today? That's right. Don't forget to slash the like button. Christian dropping that Laserdisc interview from the other day. Maybe, yeah. I forgot that was from October. I had just cut my hair. My hair grows back really fast. Rest in peace, Bo Star. God, that was sad. Return to Oz Blu-ray. Lucky to own this. Nobody talks. Return to Oz. I watched that because of Brandon telling me about that. That movie creeped me out. The Rollers, is that the name of them? Creepy shit. Thanks for the kind words on the show last night. But Dino, yeah, he was a natural. Weird Paul is someone people have definitely requested me to get on the show. Yeah, that'd be a good one too. Cabin Fever Patient Zero. Is that the second one? Wait up. Is Cabin Fever 2 called Spring Fever overseas? Am I missing something? That says Spring Fever. Is it called that overseas? Or am I losing my mind? Am I confused? This is Cabin Fever 2 from 2009. What the hell's going on? Anyway. I love Cabin Fever 2. It is different. What the fuck am I? Cabin Fever. Oh. The Sean Astin one. That's technically Cabin Fever 3. Yeah, I wonder why that one's not in here. I don't know, maybe some of you guys will say you're not interested in that one anyway. You know? Well, there you have it. 1, 2, and the remake. I'm distracting you from your studies. Oh, man. CHH walked out of the closet in his YouTube shorts. I'm trying to have fun in the new room, and I love the new room. I get, inspired to try different things. You know? Cabin Beaver. The hell are you talking about? I think I saw I saw the Sean Astin one. I'm not gonna shit on it because I genuinely don't remember if it was good or bad. It's just one of those things. I probably saw it right as it was coming out. It had to have been 10 years ago, you know? And then this right here, there's some movies in this I have not seen, but, I'll tell you why I actually asked to get this. I didn't need this. I really didn't. But and I might even do like a big giveaway with this down the road. This is a box set that they did, the Neo Noir Cinema Collection. Now, the reason I wanted this was because I didn't own well, they did Unlawful Entry on 4K, which is something that Scream Factory is doing, but I'm a huge David Lynch fan, and so they have, let me show you guys this. I'll show you guys this real quick, then we'll move on. I'm not gonna spend all night on this. This movie, it's funny, like, Unlawful Entry, Scream Factory did the Blu-ray, which was limited to, like, 1,000, and then magically they did more. But anyway, this movie is a great thriller. Unlawful Entry. I really liked it. I actually wish it would have went a little harder, but I think Ray Liotta played a great, you know, just a great nut job. But I'm really excited about this, guys. I love this movie. I think this is an underrated David Lynch film, Wild at Heart, with Nick Cage and Laura Dern. Huge David Lynch fan, and this movie right here, man, this is the real deal. Wild at Heart. This was like 1990. This was like a. It's just a great. It's just a great movie, man. Um, yeah, I'm excited about that. That's why I got this. That's why I got this really. But I forgot what else was in here. I haven't seen this, The Getaway with Alec Baldwin, Kim Basinger, good cast. I have not seen that. Mulholland Falls. I don't know what the hell this is about, but this is from '96. Nick Nolte. It's a good cast in here. John Malkovich. But this blew me away. I forgot this was in here. Freeway. Yeah, Turbulence is a great movie. Freeway. This movie right here. I forgot who did a review of this. One of my buddies, they were talking about it. Like, this movie is fucking incredible. And I want to say that Vinegar Syndrome has a 4K out of this. They probably do. But listen, Freeway was fucking awesome. I loved it. I mean, it was really good. Yeah, I haven't seen Mulholland Falls. I just one of those things. I get it, Faces of LA. I really do get it. Like, it's funny. I have seen movies with $600 budgets. Like, I'm serious. I get it. I never claimed to be any kind of professional cinema, guy. I know what I know, and I know what I know good. Like, if you want to talk to me about Jean-Claude, you want to talk to me about Stallone, I can have a 3-hour discussion about Oscar. I can. But there's a lot of stuff like this, that I really just I never even heard of Mulholland Falls. I've heard of Mulholland Drive, one of the greatest movies of all time. And then City of Industry. Again, haven't seen this, but Harvey Keitel's got top billing. Harvey Keitel. So this is gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna just enjoy this set, and check these movies out. And maybe I'll do a giveaway with this box. Maybe I won't. I'll be honest with you. I might end up keeping it if I just, if I like all these movies. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is something, if you don't have these movies and you're a fan of all of them, then do the math. Like, see what Vinegar Syndrome charges for some of these titles that they have. I think this beat Unlawful Entry on 4K on imprint beat Scream Factory, because I know they're doing it. So this is the only 4K in here, if that matters to most of you guys. So I just want to shout out one of the greatest human beings that ever lived, David Lynch. God bless him. He made a great film with Wild at Heart. Just a great movie. I actually think Laura Dern has a lot of chemistry with Nick too. I mean, I always pit Laura with Kyle, but it just worked. It just worked. It just worked. I loved it. I love Wild at Heart. What can I say? So yeah, I guess I'll have to get on that Mulholland Falls. The cast looks ridiculously good. 50s LA. So that's that box set. Then it comes, of course, with a big book, hard box book that you can look through everything. Very, very cool. Yeah, people kind of shit on imprint, and I get it. Their stuff is expensive, especially like with if you get it from them directly with shipping. But it's one of those things. And this is one of the things I want to talk about on my video I'm gonna film for tomorrow about review copies. Like, there's a big difference between me saying this is cool, I enjoy this, I like these titles, than saying, oh, go buy it, oh, that you gotta have this. There's a big difference with stuff like that, and I'll get into that. But use your best judgment. If this is something that piques your interest, keep your eye on it. That's all I'm saying. If you don't want it, don't buy it. I'm not, it doesn't matter to me if you buy it or not, but But anyway, let's move on really quick. I got one more thing I want to show you guys. Shout out to William Driver. I don't know if he's here tonight. I checked my P.O. box, and inside of it was stuff I couldn't believe. God bless you. Michael Kenworthy's invitation on legal, whatever kind of paper this is, official invitation to the screening of Return of the Living Dead Part 2, dated 1987. You can even see on the back the actual. Oh, I don't want to give his address. Not that I'm sure he's not living there anymore. It's got a certificate of authenticity. Look at the letterhead. Look at the letterhead. God bless you, my friend. That just blew me away. With the shooting script. Green Fox Productions. Shooting schedule. Yeah, I'm framing that. Sorry about the glare. Shooting schedule. I never thought I would have something like this. This is just beautiful. Corpse comes alive, scares them. Joey hits it with a crowbar. They run. At the mausoleum. Look, it all plays out right there. You can read it. Read it and weep. Read it and weep, y'all. Look at that. Beautiful. This is just so cool. And so it's the shooting script and the invitation from Michael Kenworthy. And then this binder, this official Lorimar binder. Look at this. Lorimar, Home Entertainment, 1987. I got to be gentle with this. Inside of this binder is the lobby cards. Return Part 2. Isn't this something else? Look at this, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe that. That's Dana Ashbrook. Now, the wife, or not the wife, the girl, the older sister, I met her at Scarefest 2022. I met her. She's autographed. She's in the wall. Dana Ashbrook was supposed to be there, but he canceled and went to a Twin Peaks reunion, that bastard. What else we got here? All right, so here we got Tom Matthews and we got James Cameron. It's beautiful. God rest his soul, James Cameron. Just a great human being. Now, this is what intrigued Sydney. She was looking at this. This is a Return of the Living Dead Part 2 high-protein noodle recipe for ghoulish garments. Isn't that something else? Jesus Christ, look at this. Fried noodle sans pasta. My God. This is all original paperwork right here. God bless you, William, for sending me this. This is going to be taken very good care of. I mean, it was very, very cool. I'm humbled that you No, it's so interesting. I'll show you something, Will. I actually got this in the mail today. Let me show you. Original video store poster. The irony of that showing up at the house today. Can you believe that? That showed up today at the house when I was doing this video. Just remarkable. Thank you so much. God bless you. It's so kind of you. I appreciate it. Now, what's beautiful is this, just the fact that this binder is like from 1987 with Lorimar's header on there. Just shocking. Thank you so much. I thought you guys would like that. So keep your eyes on Imprint Films. You know, Cabin Fever. Between the two, I think this one is cooler. You know, I do like it. What else do I have to tell you guys? We can talk the rest of the night. This can be y'all's show. The other thing I was gonna say is I'll be at Texas Frightmare on Sunday this year. I think I'm gonna take my one sheet of, and I think I see him in the chat. Let's see what he's saying. I also have a printer's proof of the part 2 poster. Its original artwork sans the logo. Please send me pictures of that so I can see it. Like, DM me I wanna see pictures of that. Just 'cause I'm sure you understand how big a fan I am of 2. I'm a huge fan of Return of the Living Dead 2. So I would love to see that if possible. Turn that light down a little bit. God bless you. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. So, I did swap out Night of the Living Dead 2, Josh, because, I'm only putting up original. I thought about this for some time. The reason I took down Night of the Living Dead is not because I think Friday the 13th Part 2 is a better movie than Night of the Living Dead. The reason I took it down, Josh, and I think this is the right thing to do, is with the kind of room I have now and the kind of caliber I'd like to raise the bar up to, I thought I should only have original posters on the wall. Originals. Which isn't cheap, but luckily I already have some. So now every poster that's on the wall in here, with the exception of that, because that's signed by Patty Mullen, you could see my name right there in gold. Christian Hannah, want a date, you know. Anyway, with the exception of that, every poster on the wall in here now is original. Last Action Hero, Rambo 2, swap that out for 3. That's an original Friday 2 from Philadelphia. Halloween 3, Friday the Final Chapter, and inside the closet is an original Freddy's Dead. So, and then the Return of the Living Dead 2, which I just showed you guys, was not something I was planning on getting. But what happens is eBay decides that it needed to show it to me. And so I put in an offer and I got it. But I'm done. I really don't have much room and I really don't feel like swapping out. I have some random one sheets. I have a Chud 2 one sheet. I have a Howling 6, the Freaks. I think it's called. My mama got me a Rambo 2 years ago. She didn't even mean to buy me an original poster for Rambo 2. She just got it for me years ago for Christmas. She didn't know any better. She just went on eBay and bought a poster. Last Action Hero, I got that for dirt cheap. I actually got 2 Last Action Hero posters. So I actually stuck the other one just way back over there on the wall. I got that for $7, the video store poster one, you know. But it's one of those things that I've always said that prints are fine, and on principle, I still think that. I don't think everybody needs to get original posters. The problem is the problem is if you're going for, like, a certain kind of aesthetic and look, and I thought about this, like, with my room, you know, my room's not better than anybody else's, but, like, I've really tried to go for this kind of semi-authentic old school look, and it just looks right with originals. Like, it just I don't know how to explain I don't know how to explain it, but it looks right with originals. Like, the idea of seeing, like, a wooden wall or a what do you call it? A wood panel wall from the '80s, which was it's wood panel from the late '70s or late it looks right to see those fold lines on that Friday 4 poster. You know, so I'm gonna stick with that aesthetic, and honestly, it's probably something I'm not gonna get much more of unless you just get lucky. Some people don't realize what they got, but a lot of these posters, guys, they're not cheap anymore. They're just not. And I agree. The thing about the repros is I they're passable when you put them behind glass. Like, when you get a print and you go and you get yourself a movie poster and you got it all cleaned up and you put that poster in the frame and everything, it's passable. It doesn't look bad, but there's a beautiful high saturation to the color of originals. That's not skip there's no expense spared on originals with reds and blues. They look so much better. And specifically this Return of the Living Dead 2, because I had a print of the poster that I got years ago. But this original video store, oh my god, it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. you know? When I was a kid, my local video store would give them away when they changed them out. Shit, them days are gone. I s I thought Garrett had a guy, I think it was a family member that would just slip him all these well, not slip him, I mean, he got 'em. He just because he would have all the new stuff. There's probably not much posters Garrett's interested in getting now, though. I mean, all the posters nowadays kinda suck, to be honest with you. They're not worth hanging on the wall anyway. It's just there's like a word on there or like a picture of somebody's face. Movie posters nowadays, there's exceptions, but a lot of them just suck, you know? Christian, did you ever try to play in that Jason Takes Manhattan? Yeah, so the thing about Laserdisc that's cool, and I forgot to explain this in today's video, is that Laserdisc is region free. I think it's essentially region free in the sense that NTSC to PAL. Um, so my Japanese play I'm assuming Japanese is still NTSC, but my Japanese Laserdiscs play they do play fine. They play perfectly fine in my player. I've done it a ton. I have a Halloween 3 that has bizarre artwork. I forgot to pull that out. I gotta rearrange and kinda refilter through some of my laser discs for all my films, like, for Halloween and stuff, but, yeah, there I think it's more of an NTSC to PAL thing, but I could even be wrong on that. But anyway, I know for a fact that my Japanese play fine. Oh, okay. Oh, really? They're doing digital posters. That's interesting. That makes sense, though. I mean, quite frankly, I don't know why I'm not seeing even more of that now. But like I said, it's just like, dude, what there's exceptions, especially if they do something cool like I think it was probably 10 years ago or so, they had like a Halloween there was a Halloween poster. I could probably find it. Uh that if you could have gotten this, it would have been amazing. Let me see. Uh I might be able to even add it on here. Let me see if I can add it. I'll show you exactly because if you could have gotten something like this, oh god, it would have been are you kidding me? Overlay. Here we go. I can add it. So, like, when they do those when they do anniversaries for movies, every now and again, if it's a big enough deal, they'll do a poster. I remember this poster for the 35th anniversary of Halloween. Now, what's even crazier is when I went to the boardwalk at the IMAX, I saw the poster. I didn't even think to see if I could get it. I didn't leave my name or number. But, those anniversary posters, I believe that they'll be worth money. This one's probably already worth money. But look how great that looks with the orange. It's a great color pattern, you know? And there's a few others. There's actually one they actually did one for it was like a Trancas thing, Halloween's 1, 4, and 5 that they did. Here, I got it right here. Let me show you. Let me save it. I kinda like the other one better, but my point is alright, let's see. I might be able to add this here too. Here you go. See, like, yeah, this right here. This is what they did for Halloween's there was, like, an anniversary thing. Look at that, how great that is. Imagine having that up on the wall, you know? But I saw this one. I saw it clear as day. I said, "Look at that, that's cool." I didn't even I didn't even think to I could slap myself at the amount of times here's the thing too, you live and you learn with stuff like this. You never know what the answer is until you ask. But if you don't ask, you ain't getting it. You know, so looking back, I'm an idiot for not being like, "Hey, what about that poster up there? Let me get my hands on that." You know? What do I think about the new Resident Evil movie? Imma check it out, if that's what you mean. I don't really have any reverence for the original films that much. I enjoy some of them, like 2, which I think is the fan favorite. But with that being said, I'm fine with them doing something new. I even liked Raccoon City a little bit, which I think was probably closest to the games, but it didn't do that well. Yeah. They did a cool Dawn of the Dead one I wanted but couldn't score. Let me see. What are you talking about? Is it anniversary? Dawn of the Dead anniversary poster. 45 years? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, let's see if this is it. Raccoon City was fun. I don't know what people were expecting. I'm not in love with this. Maybe you're not talking about that. I'm not in love with that much. Is that what you're talking about? Hey, what are you talking about? Uh, maybe you're talking about this. Oh, I see. You said 3D poster. Okay. Okay, let's see. Is it a well, this is presenting it like it's some sort of day bill. I mean, that I'm not trying to act like, "Oh, man, I wouldn't want that." Does it have all that did it have all that crap on it? Like, of exclusive at Regal and all that? Like, did it have all that on there? Yeah, I got that tattooed on my leg, guys. The zombie guy with, like, the tree roots on his face, that's on my leg. I got that last year at the convention in Tennessee, and then this year I got night, so next year I'll get day. CHH, you rejuvenated my love for Paranormal Activity series. I really love that series in the box set that came out. Hell yeah, dude. Listen, I saw every movie in theaters except for no. I saw it when they did Ghost Dimension. I had to drive. I don't know what happened with Ghost Dimension, but like I had to drive to a big city. It was not playing locally, and I think it was even limited. Like they didn't do it at a lot of theaters. But listen, let me tell you, is there duds in that series? Of course, just like any other series. But I'm telling you, I was in the theater for Paranormal Activity 3 on Halloween night, mind you, 2012 or 11. But I was there is my point. I was in the theater for that movie, and it scared the shit out of everybody in that theater. People were freaked out by part 3. It was amazing. I had such a good time for part 3. Just such a great time. You spent about 600 for Halloween one sheet. That's probably reasonable, quite frankly. Um, there was a guy at the convention in Tennessee who had an original Dawn, but and it was covered in autographs, but they were personalized. He wanted 600 for that. But it was all personalized autographs, you know? Listening to Cinderella all night. Listen, Heartbreak Station is a great record, and Still Climbing is a great record. A lot of people don't listen to anything past, um, what's the second record? Cold Hard Winter, the second listen, Heartbreak Station and Still Climbing are fantastic Cinderella records. Fantastic. I'm hoping we get an official release of the Willies. Any chance given Brian Peck? You wanna know what the interesting thing is? I think you'd be surprised at what's actually stopping that because it's probably not. There's a part of me that really thinks that it's probably not so much a legal thing of Brian Peck. I think it may just be nobody wants to go through the effort of doing it with the fear of backlash. Or maybe it's owned by a company that there may be a legal thing, but I think it probably has less to do with Brian Peck than anything. Like, the more I think about stuff like that, I was like, well, a lot of people do stupid or well, I say stupid stuff. That is what Brian Peck did, in my opinion, is about the worst thing anybody could possibly do, which is to harm a child in any sense. To me, like, there's not really much worse you can do. So I'm not trying to downplay it, but my point is, like, people in the movie industry are POSs all the time, and their movies still come out and stuff happens because those companies, they pay for the movies to get made. They wanna I almost wonder if the Willie's just one of those things where it's like, it could be a tiny legal thing that has nothing to do with Brian, or maybe some of them just like, we're not gonna fuck with it. What's the point?" You know? You know? But I call him the Willie monster. That Willie monster was freaky. Really was. I did see about the Devils, yeah. So somebody earlier said that the Devils get I saw that. I did see Michael Akeem. I thought it was really good. I'll keep it spoiler free for the people that haven't seen it here. I would have liked to have seen one of his sisters, if you know what I mean. But ultimately, I thought Jafar earned every bit of respect from me. I went into that movie kinda being like, "I don't know if he's gonna pull this off," but in my opinion, Jafar did an absolutely fantastic job, and they casted the daddy really good, you know? As a fan, there were certain things that I wish they would have spent more time on, um, that I would have liked to have I would have liked to have dove into more, but they didn't, and I think, you know, I can understand, like, they can't harp there's certain parts I mean, in my opinion, Akeem, there's a whole movie just about his youth, you know? In my opinion, there's a whole I think you could have done this movie in 3 parts, maybe even 4, if you want my honest opinion, because I think there's a whole movie about him as an adolescent, you know? Um, but ultimately, I thought Jafar was fantastic. I thought Jafar was absolutely fantastic. I'm sure you saw that Fabio Jackson guy on the red carpet for these events walking around like he is Michael. You got all these impersonators. What's up with that, man? They're getting all this plastic surgery to try to look like Michael, you know? Um, I saw the kids too, or the daughter, Paris. She wasn't really she made it sound like she didn't like the movie because she was like, "This movie is a fantasy for the people that just only wanna see a certain side of my dad," whatever, so but there's a lot of people that were arguing with her saying like, "Well, Paris, you weren't alive for any a part of this movie. You literally weren't alive for any of this. So how much do" and then there's other people say, "Well, it's his daughter, so it's like she would know." You know, so there's always a little bit of drama with stuff like this. But ultimately, as just a fan, I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I thought Jafar was great. I really did. I watched Fright Night 2 for the first time in a long time last night. I always wonder why I don't watch it more. It is good. It's really good. There's a great soundtrack. That version of Come to Me, I forgot the name of the girl who sings it, but it's the better version of that song. Good, that's great to hear about Nathan, that he's frugal and not, you know, but listen, I'm excited for return of Leslie Vernon, especially with, Robert Englund. Well, Akeem, did you did is was there like a budget a number they had? Is the movie gonna make $1 billion? Let me ask you that. Is Michael gonna make $1 billion at the box office? Hokum, I'm going to see Friday. Friday night, I'm seeing Hokum. Y'all better be ready for my review on that. You'll be getting it. You will be getting my Hokum review on Friday. What's up, man? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I am having a blast. If I can stop and smell the roses and relax and enjoy it for a minute, it'd be better. I'm just going, 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 you know. Take my wife to go see Hokum. Maybe I don't know. City doesn't like going to a lot of movies anymore. She doesn't really like the theater. I'm sure you're right. I'm sure Evil Dead Burn will be good. By the way, we have 175 people in here. If you guys want to drop a like on the show, I really appreciate that. We just hit the hour mark, so we can go a little bit longer. I'm here, guys. Let's have a good time. Again, we have a show tomorrow night with Dead Pit and Planet Dirty, the epic crossover. I'm probably gonna put it on, but I don't know if I'm excited for anything. You know, I kind of like that guy that acts like a monster with the Sting makeup, Dan. He's kind of funny, and I like funny, but I don't think I'm excited for any match or anything. To be honest with you, best decade for horror. It depends. I think 70s overall. Danhausen, thank you. What's my favorite Jackass film? Probably the first one. I'm a big Bam. I grew up with Bam Margera, so I like the first one a lot. I like the second one too. Second one was funny when they opened it up with I think it was that big hand that slapped everybody as they were coming in. Good times. Oh, you got a Laserdisc player? Nice, Joe. Very nice. Yeah, drop those likes for you, boy. Paris and Jan have been having issues with Michael's estate, which is part of why there's been so much tension. Yeah, I wonder how many people have their finger in the pie of Michael's, you know. Excuse me. Um, I'm sure me and Nick will figure that out soon. We kinda gotta need to talk and see, like, which big movies coming out this month we wanna make sure we see before we record. That way we can cover that sort of stuff. But I'm sure pretty soon, Spike, I'll get with him. I'll get with him. Alright, so I kinda stopped with The Sopranos, and I know you're gonna get mad at me, but me and Sydney were kinda going through season 4, and we were just dying of boredom. So we said, "Okay, let's put a pause on it for now, we'll come back to it." So I'm going to finish Sopranos, but oh my god, I need something to happen in season 4. I desperately need something to happen. Got a 4K media player. How do I change the region? It said it was a feature, and I just have no clue I'm doing with the Sony player. All right, so it's interesting how a lot of people don't know this. I'm not judging. So check this out. I don't know exactly what you bought, but here's the deal. 4K, the actual format, the home video format of 4K is region free in general. Meaning if you go buy a 4K from Germany, like a Turbine Media release, if you get an Arrow Video 4K, that's a UK release, region B release, it does not matter where you buy it. 4K is region free. Blu-ray and DVDs have region coding. Um, and if that's the case, you have to buy, of course, a region-free Blu-ray player. Okay, I'm seeing you say you meant Blu-ray. So if you bought a region-free Blu-ray player, I need to know what kind you have. If you bought an LG, then you'd power it on, open up the tray, and then hold down the number 2 until it goes in, and then it changes its coding, you know? But if you bought a Sony one, I don't know, you'd have to just Google it to see how you swap the regions. Hit me last night, Dan House reminds me a lot of Dino Drag. That's kinda funny, you're right. That's true. That's funny because it's true. Oh god, that's funny. Damn, that sounds good. Banana, walnut, and Turkish coffee ice cream? Canada in the house, what's up? What's up, Canada? Antanas, what's up, man? Yes, that's correct. 4Ks are region free. There's been exceptions where they weren't supposed to be locked at all. There's a coalition of 4K where they gotta keep it region free legally. The 4K Coalition is alliance of Karen and Kareny EAOs formed in June 2023. It consists of National Liberation Army, blah, 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 blah. That's the wrong 4K Coalition. Maybe coalition is not the right word. What's the word I'm looking for? The 4K. Somebody showed it to me. It's a legal thing. The 4K. It's like a union or something. It's a legal thing. It's like a coalition or a union where they 4K has to remain region free. Yeah, that was the wrong thing. I was looking up like the 4K coalition of Karens. Oh, that was funny. I need to see Mortal Kombat 2. I wanna see it. I'm ready for the I'll tell you guys what movie I'm ready for more than anything is the fucking Backrooms, man. I have dreamt about the Backrooms. I'm not even kidding. I have dreamt about the Backrooms like you wouldn't believe. Like, I have legitimately dreamt about those damn rooms. So, I'm excited that movie, I'm excited to see that more than anything. I really am. I watched Red Eye for the first time last weekend. I call it Scream on a Plane, you know, you sit next to Ghostface. Then I watched Cursed for the first time. Oof, went from high to low. Cursed was in fact cursed. You can't blame Wes on that. He filmed half of a movie. Weinstein made him scrap it, made him start all over, and then rushed him. So he got screwed. Wes got totally screwed on Cursed. So keep that in mind. And if you go online and look at the budget of Cursed, it's incredibly inflated because they shot half of a movie and then somebody didn't like it. And it had in the original version of Cursed, it had um the guy from Scream. Uh, what's his name? Skeet Ulrich. Skeet Ulrich was like the, love interest. And yeah, they stopped they just screwed him. So, best Michael Jackson era? I think 79 to 80, 83, 84. I love, uh I love Off the Wall big time. That's a great record. Oh, nice. You got that? Hell yeah. Forbidden World 4K from 88 Films. I have the Blu-ray of that. I might have gotten the 4K from Scream Factory already, I think. I don't know about that. Um, I don't think a PS5 can play any Blu-ray from around the world. That's news to me if they can. Oh, man. Happy doing a live stream. Got in trouble with the wifey for watching AEW, Jamie Hayter versus Sky Blue. I know who Sky Blue is, so I know exactly what you mean. She's got a big old butt. I know exactly what you mean, brother. Something like that, yeah, like, but I remember essentially what I was getting at was I did a video bitching and yelling about Scream Factory screwing up the Silent Night Deadly Night 4K and locking it. The 4K was locked. Like, the 4K was actually locked, which is not right. And people were just like, "Well, Scream Factory doesn't care." And then somebody actually posted a comment and they said, "Well, they should care because this goes completely against the whatever guidelines and regulations and rules for the 4K." Yeah, and they actually linked the website where it's an official thing, and I was like, "Holy shit." And Scream Factory never did anything. They don't give a shit, you know? Raiders of the Lost Shark. I haven't seen that, but I think I get the gist of what it is. Let me look it up. Raiders of the Lost Shark. I saw Sharks of the Corn. Like, I I saw Sharks of the Corn. I saw I tell you guys what, I actually watched, Meg 2. I thought it was fun. Like, I get that those movies are just, like, ridiculous, but I actually thought Meg 2 was fun. I really did. No, Sharks of the Corn, my ruin. Like, it's Sharks of the Corn from 2021, dude. Where you at? Why have you dropped the ball on me? How come you don't know about Sharks of the Corn, brother? Huh? Why have you slept on Sharks of the Corn? Oh, man. I saw it. I watched it. It was ass. I love this community. Go from one chat to another, and they're all great people. Oh, hell yeah, man. Well, I'm glad I'm considered a good person to you. So here's the thing you gotta be careful about. There are a number of there are a number of discs that can in fact be region free that are from the UK, but it was a luck crapshoot for a long time before people really started buying region free players. There's some that people learn are region free, and like people spread the word like, "Hey, it's okay to buy this." But that's just one of those things that's just a DVD that happened to not, even though it was from region, it was from and sold from region free territory. It plays fine in American players. That's just one of those things. Now, the cool thing about Imprint and Via Vision, I'll tell you this. Um, that's Umbrella. Umbrella makes everything region free. They don't give a shit. They just make the Blu-rays region free. So I'm gonna reach back out to the guy that told me that. Um, there's a chance that they may just kind of go through from what it's looking like. It'll probably happen this year because it looks like they're gonna be just going through Eli's films, the ones that are on the Lionsgate umbrella, in order. So I think that would put Hostel pretty quick up the ladder to happen. I would assume that'll happen this year, which I love Hostel, so I'm fine with that. Are we getting a 50K celebration stream soon, live with Brandon and Buckwild? Absolutely. Like I said, I think I think I'll be at 49.3 today or tomorrow. Or tomorrow or Friday. So I'm grinding, guys. I'm doing my best. Spread the word. Like, if you guys enjoy the channel, just share out a video every once in a while. Let your friends know. Tell them, hey, this guy's not too obnoxious. You know, just give it a shot. What would be your favorite low budget horror movie that most people either don't talk about or don't know about? I'm not sure if I've asked you this question before. Sorry if I did. Favorite low budget horror movie that most people either don't talk about or don't know about? It's kind of hard because a lot of people just like everything's kind of got an audience now, big and small. Um, I'm looking around like it's gonna help me. I'm gonna go back to my Vinegar Syndrome stuff, and uh I'm definitely gonna shout out Amityville Dollhouse. All right. Like Amityville Dollhouse, I think is fucking awesome. And there's a scene with the dad who died, and he like died in war and shows up in the kid's bedroom with this zombie makeup and these literal dead yellow eyes that shook me to my core the first time I saw it. It bothered me. It was freaky. Let me show you. Let me sell this movie to you. Like, you got to see this shit. It absolutely bothers me. Especially in the movie when he's talking. Oh, here it is. This absolutely bothers me. It passionately bothers me. Let me add it. Here we go. All right, so in the movie Amityville Dollhouse, the kid, the plot of the movie is like the dad gifts the daughter a replica of the Amityville house. And that dollhouse is cursed, and the more it's inside the house, the worse it makes things. And so there's a scene where the kid is in his bedroom, and the dad, who died at war, shows up in his bedroom to try to get him to do messed up shit. and the dad just looks so disturbing as he's talking to the kid, and holy shit. And I'm telling you, this movie is fucking great. I love Amityville Dollhouse. So, oh, I missed the super chat from earlier. What do you think of them putting out 28 days later on 4K when we were told for years it was shot in SD? Yeah, great fucking question. What do I think about it? I think I'm gonna see what the reviews look like. I'm not a huge fan of that movie, and my complaint was always that, like, 28 days later, it looked like it was shot on a freaking Nintendo 64. Like, it looks like ass. It always did. Let me get this picture out the way, I'm sorry. Like, the movie just looks like shit. So, I don't know what the deal is, how they're gonna make that look great. No idea. Anyway. I disagree with that strongly. Most people don't know about a lot of no-budget movies. I watch a lot of low budget and no budget movies because of one actress I'm a fan of. Well Seth, I hear you, but the problem is, like, the audience that's here tonight, we're all into the same stuff. So it's like I really wanna think of something that maybe you guys haven't seen, but the problem is a lot of you guys, like, some of the most, like, well-versed horror movie people I've ever seen never put a camera in front of them. And that's why I'm telling you, like, one of the things I tell people if they're gonna do any sort of YouTube or whatever is, like, don't come on here and act like some sort of professor, because a lot of times the people that watch your shit, they just know more than you. And it's like, just be yourself and just sound silly and make mistakes and don't act like you're perfect, because a lot of people that watch your shit, they probably watch it and say, "This guy doesn't have a fucking clue what he's talking about." I'm telling you that a lot of people I talk to that I found that found me from like found my YouTube channel and reached out. I told some of the most brilliant, like smartest movie history people. They don't even have a profile picture on their Facebook, but like they know their shit like nobody's business. You know, a lot. I'm telling you, like I'm not kidding. Who the hell is John Campea? I do that when I watch John. Who's that? Am I supposed to know who that is? I don't watch a lot of movie stuff on YouTube anyway. Like, I'm assuming that's a movie review or something. Like, you know what I watch a lot on YouTube? I watch cop videos. I don't watch trailers, but I'm excited for the movie. I am excited for the movie. My kid has 28 days for the kaleidoscope. That shit's funny. I don't think they shot it on 16 millimeter. Didn't they shoot? They shot 28 days later because 28 days later would look good if it was shot on 16. They shot it on like a fucking like Kodak disposable camera, right? Is it really? Or are you just fucking with me? You know I love Charlie Band. You're fucking with me. I don't believe you. You're lying. You're lying. I found you a full year ago. I searched Friday the 13th full movie on a Friday, and you were live with Matt. I fell in love with your content and Matt's shorts movies. Thank you. I'm so glad you found the channel. You're still here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea what kind of show I was doing with a Matt. Can you give me a I'm genuinely curious. I don't remember this now. I'm glad you found me though, man. Thank you. That's awesome. Can I get Darren Miller back on the show? I don't know, man. I think he's got a lot of shit going on. I actually have I did a second interview with him, believe it or not, and it's only on Patreon. And the reason I didn't post it was just because he's kind of a grumpy guy, you know. Christian, I watched Tourist Trap for the first time last night. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, man, Tourist Trap. It's a fucking great movie. It's just classic 70s Charles Band. Fun fact, you're gonna love this. So in Charles' book, he talks about, you know, he talks about funding that movie, and he essentially admits that the mafia funded Tourist Trap. And when he didn't pay the money back, they blew his house up. I'm not kidding. Matt Fine. Maybe it was. I don't remember what it was. Maybe so. I feel like I haven't been on Matt's channel in a long time though. It might have been that. It might have been Fachi. I'm trying to think of what other Matt it could be. So, oh shit. Top 3 episodes. Well, number 1 is definitely Monster in the Closet. For sure, it's Monster in the Closet's fantastic. There's one with Justine Bateman that I really like. And I'll come back to you on the third one. I'll come back to you on the third one. Carnival of Souls, dude, listen, that's Alice Cooper's favorite movie. I have the criterion for that. It's fucking creepy, to be honest with you, dude. Especially for an old movie. Very nice. Ali, thank you so much for the $2 super chat, man. I'll give you a clip.
I feel like people sleep.
Just spent $1,200 on VHS horror, gems only. Damn, brother. I meant Brandon. Okay, I was gonna say that makes sense. You probably saw the show I did last year with Brandon where he had the worst Friday ranking of all time, and I crashed out. That's probably what you saw. Was me crashing out because he put the original at like number 11 or 12, like an idiot. Yeah, Tourist Trap is good, man. Like, you know, it kind of gets slept on because 79 was a competitive year, to say the least. Charles Band had another autobiography that was supposed to be out like 3 weeks ago and it never showed up. I was excited to get it. His book was good. It really was good. He was honest about a lot of stuff, which doesn't really make him look good, but he banged me more, you know. I didn't pick up Macabre. I picked up Explorers and I got that movie from 97, that thriller with the jackass from Star Wars. He's not a jackass. I'm just not a fan of him. I never thought he was a great Jedi. I'm not a big Star Wars person though. McGregor, I always liked Qui-Gon Jinn. I liked him. Anyway, that movie, I got that and I got Explorers. Favorite Criterion I own? Shit. Probably Mulholland Drive, because I just think it's a masterpiece. I think it's one of the best movies ever made. Or fucking Night of the Living Dead's a great they killed it, and they did a great job on Night of the Living Dead. That's a great release. Um, Spinal Tap, they did a good job on, man. I agree. Yeah. Good night, Ireland. Good night. Or good morning, really. Christian, what's your favorite action figure in your collection? Mine has to be the NECA Friday 6 cloth figure or Ozzy Bark of the Moon talking figure. I don't know, because I don't do a lot of figures anymore. Um, I have some stuff like old sideshows. Um, um, I have an LJN Freddy hard diecast figure from '89. Yeah, I guess stuff like that, I guess, you know. You know what? I think I have it right here, Nick. Hold on. If I can get my ass up. My chair's slipping. I got it right there. Yeah, I got it right here. Mutant. It looks it looks pretty fun, man. Gotta check that out soon. Thank you, Bulkhead, for the $1.99.
I'm gonna go fucking buck wild for Easter this year.
Severin dropped 4K of Threads. Let's see. Oh man, that's the apocalyptic movie, the UK apocalypse movie from '84, right? Oh my god. Yeah. Damn, it comes out in fucking July? Listen, I just bought remember do you guys remember me making, like, a community post about Threads? Threads is the real deal, man. Like, for real, Threads is the real deal. And then thank you, Ollie, for the $5 super chat. Let me give you a good one.
George P. Wilbur is well, actually no, Dick Warlock's my favorite Myers, but it's we George Wilbur, Jizz P. Will, what I say.
I purchased a Deadly Spawn big box VHS for $150. Have you seen this copy? It's one of my all-time favorites. I also got Terror on Tour. What do you think? Well, let's see. Who put out Deadly Spawn? Was it Midnight Video? Deadly Spawn big box VHS. All right, let's see who put it out. Continental Video, what does it say? Say Continental Video? That artwork's incredible. Yeah, who is that? Is that Continental Video? That's a badass looking. Yeah, it's a nice pickup. And then you got Terror on Tour. Let me see. I don't even think I've heard of that. Terror on Tour VHS. Oh man, that looks old school. 1980. Wow, that was right in the thick of it, wasn't it? Nice pickup. Let me see if that has a Blu-ray. No. Lost in Time, huh? Terror on Torres. Nice pickups, dude. Very nice. Yes, I didn't I tried to sit down and review it, C Squad. I really did, but it bothered me. Maybe I'll do it on maybe I'll do the 4K review because I actually think that movie is important. You know, it was something else, let me tell you. At first I was kind of bummed out. I was like, this is it. But once it kicked in, I was like, holy shit. I might get I might get it. I might get it. I might get the 4K. I might get it. Favorite quote from a comedy. One of mine is, "I gotta wake my ass up at 6 this week. Drive up to Las Colinas." Yeah, I'm doing the drive off to McDonald's. Favorite, favorite quote from a comedy. I like Chevy Chase's, "Ed, I'm not your average, ordinary, everyday fool. All right," while he gets his car smashed in and gets it. Oh man. Checking in from Hollywood. Watched the video today where you told a story about seeing the OG Friday in theaters and totally changed your mind. Oh, nice, man. Thank you for checking that video. Yeah, man, it made me not hate the 4K of Friday the 13th. It made me realize, okay, you really have to watch that movie in the right environment. Yeah. Terror on Tour only on VHS. Nice. Yeah, I haven't even heard of that, dude. Have you seen the 87 horror movie Lunch Meat? I scored it at the flea market. Let me see. Lunch Meat 1987. All right, let's see. Oh my God. That is some bizarre cover art. Is this shot on video? That artwork is disturbing, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm assuming this is shot on video. Or is it? Is it shot on video or is it shot on film? Yeah, I don't go back into work until Monday. Saturday the 14th, I'm down with. Probably so. I don't know what's going on. You know, with I think Alliance is doing like Paramount's home video stuff now. So I don't know what the deal is. I really think if they could just let a boutique label just do them and brand them as Paramount Scares, that'd be best. You know, I really do think so. I just think a lot of people want to see, you know, 5, not even necessarily so much 1 through 4 because we've gotten close with the restorations. I think a lot of people want to see 5 through 8 on 4K. I do, you know. I've been on a 90s movie binge the last month or so, and you know what holds up so damn well? Del Toro's Mimic. I actually like both versions, but that looks great in 4K. Yeah, I watched that movie in 4K. I liked it a lot. I still prefer, this may break your heart, but I still prefer The Relic, which I do believe is underrated. And that monster is disturbing. Have you seen The Relic? The Relic is slept on. The Relic is absolutely slept on, but that thing is freaky. Like, let me show you guys something. And watch this shit. Look at this damn thing. Isn't that freaky? That thing is huge. It's just terrifying looking. Nobody put out the 4K of Relic. That's what I'm saying. It's a crime that the Relic hasn't. I have a Region B Blu-ray of the Relic that I had to get because the movie's just kind of like not really released in America that much. But this movie desperately needs a 4K. I think if Kino can do it, or preferably Arrow to do the Relic, that would be my pick. Arrow Video. Somebody just asked about Cliff. I emailed him today, just trying to reach back out to hear from him, but I haven't heard back yet. I have not heard back yet. Thank you so much, Ali, with a $2 super chat. Let me give you a little something, something.
I feel like people sleep.
What are your top 5 VHSs you wish to own? Any gems? Actually, I'm more of a Laserdisc person. But there are some VHSs like I would like. Like, I wouldn't mind getting some more of those obscure. I did a video maybe a month or so ago where I did a video talking about the obscure Night of Living Dead VHSs, and there are some really cool ones, like with really cool hand-drawn artwork that people did. Like, there's one with like this like old monster-looking zombie, like this butler zombie leaning over a tombstone that's really cool. Um Saw 2, because I think that was the last horror film ever to get a VHS release. That was early 2006. Saw 2 would be one that's really cool. And big box stuff, man. I like big box stuff. Wizard, Texas Chainsaw, of course, would be cool. Um, Wizard, Zombie be cool. You know, stuff like that. Big box stuff to me is cool. That had to have been Region B. Any rumor about Arrow or Vinegar Syndrome doing a 4K for the It miniseries? I would think that Arrow would probably do that. According to Grok, the creature from the relic is named Kothaga. Kothaga. Let me just type that in Google and see what pops up. Yeah, that's it. Dude, the relic is the real deal. I love that movie. Like, they did such a good job on that movie. I love it. Huge fan of the relic. Citadel, damn it. I heard somebody talking about that. Let me see. I'll tell you what movie fucked me up, man, was Martyrs. Oh wow, what a plot. Thank you. I enjoyed that video, yeah. I don't know. I might have to see the gameplay on that to decide. Actually, no, I'm gonna see Hokum Friday. I want to see Hokum first. Then I might see Mortal Kombat Saturday. What is your rarest and most valuable Laserdisc? Probably my Japanese Return to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Laserdisc. Um, America did not get a Laserdisc for The Next Generation, but Japan did, and it was called The Return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I have to show that one. That one's fucking cool. I have it. That one's really fucking cool. James Cameron says he's seriously considering bringing aliens back in 3D. Um, I'm fine with that sort of stuff as long as it doesn't replace obviously the regular versions of stuff. Like this kind of goes back to music. I'm fine when I'm fine when bands do, remasters of records. I don't like it when they only make that version available. Yeah, Synapse definitely needs to do Black Roses because I'm such a huge Lizzie Borden fan. And Carmine Appice, I followed his career. I love Carmine. I'm a huge fan of King Cobra, and I'm a huge fan of Blue Murder. That the first two Blue Murder records, which are essentially all of them, but Blue Murder has this song on the second record called is it Out of Love is on the first record. Saving My Love is one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. Oh my god. On the second Blue Murder record, Jesus Christ. It's one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. Thank you, Bulkhead, for the $1.99. Getting any signs at Frightmare might fly in. Um, I think I'm gonna bring my Halloween 3 one sheet. I think I'm gonna bring my Halloween 3 one sheet, and I might get Stacy, Tom Atkins, and Tommy Lee to sign it. I think I want to do that. I'm not sure though. I might just get him to sign pictures because every poster, every original one sheet I have in here doesn't have any autographs on it. So part of me thinks maybe I should keep them just clean, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to think about what I want to do. Nice, man. Just tell him I sent you. Tell him I sent you. Will I have Rambo Raff on for stream? Yeah, I need to. I might even should I just send him a link tomorrow night and just let him hop on? Would that be funny? I'll do it. I don't give a shit. Least favorite Jimmy Cammy movie? What the hell? You mean Jim Cameron or Jim Carrey? What's up, Sauce, brother? How you doing? That's funny. He don't remember that shit, man. He probably worked on that thing for like 2 days. I'm not doing this. This is ridiculous. Start bench cut, Alice Cooper, Dion Blue Oyster Cult, gun to the head. Blow my head up. Don't do that to me. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. You want me to pick between the greatest rocker of all time, Alice, the greatest voice of all time with Dio, and the most underrated band of all time, in my opinion, Blue Oyster Cult? No, I'm not doing that. Hell no. But just put the gun to my head. Yes, John Sykes is a legend, and I love Carmine. Carmine's my kind of drummer. Just big, heavy fills. I hate to be a broken record, but who would I cast as Colonel Cochran in a prequel? gun to my head again. The last thing I wanna see is anything before or after the movie of Halloween 3. Genuinely. Like, genuinely, I don't wanna see any of it. Any recommendations on Halloween Region B releases? I'm looking at my Halloween shelf right now. I tell you, these are cool. I don't know if they're available still, but Via Vision did really cool lenticulars for Halloween 2 and 3. Ugh. The Region B Anchor Bay of 25 Years of Terror has way more stuff in it than the American one. It's 4 discs. Ugh. Carmine, brother Vinny kicked ass in Dion Sabbath. Then Dehumanizer records. Yeah, Dehumanizer is a great Sabbath record. Jin, 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 jin. Jin, 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 jin. That's disrespectful that you were the only guy in the line for them. That's insane to me, man. Buck Dharma is one of the greatest guitar players. And Eric, man, Eric was just cool. Eric was just the man. Still is. I'm jealous. Very jealous. Really cool. She might have been able to pull it off though, man. Make Timothy Chalamet Freddy Krueger. Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, let's great big no on that. They dress like KISS members. Yeah, I gotta look into that. It sounds up my alley. Are you an Iron Maiden fan? They're my favorite band of all time. I was in a popular tribute here in LA and I've seen it 11 times. Yes, I love Iron Maiden. My top 5 records, I'll give them to you right now. Number 1, you're gonna be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" But I am obsessed with No Prayer for the Dying. I just love the fact that album was recorded in a barn. It has such this raw feel. I think if the album was mixed more like if the album was mixed more like the Trooper era or whatever, it'd be received a lot better. But there's songs like, Run Silent, Run Deep that I'm obsessed with. I think they're brilliant songs. Um, Hooks and You is a great song. I think, there's just great songs in that record, but it's overlooked. Um, I'm obsessed, of course, with Killers. I'm a Paul Di'Anno guy as well. Then you gotta go Number. Um, then you have to go with Fear of the Dark, right? You have to go to that because that's just a great record. And, um, for my last one, I think I was 4, maybe it was 5, but regardless, I think Somewhere in Time is overrated. Not a big fan of that one. Um There's not a lot of Bruce Dickinson influence on that record at all, to be honest with you, which I think a lot of his idea. I think I Seventh Son, I'm not a huge fan of either, though. It's good songs in there. Um, mm, let's stick with there for now. We'll stick there for now. Oh, I feel so bad. You love Somewhere in Time. I'm not a big fan of that record. Um, I like Seventh Son more than Somewhere in Time. Between those two. Yeah, Peace of Mind is great. But yeah, Killers to me is like kind of the perfect Maiden record. I'll even listen to the Blaze records. The first one in particular, I just think because it's such a dark record. His vocals are bad though. Like it just sounds like karaoke to me now. And ultimately, like when you hear Sign of the Cross sang by Bruce, it just sounds a million times better. But you know, when it comes to like the big British heavy metal bands, like between like Priest and Maiden, I think the highs of Priest are a little bit higher. Um, and even though I love Steve Harris, he's one of my biggest influences, but I just think records from Priest, like Jesus Christ, man, like Ride Hard, Rock Hard, Ride Free from Judas Priest, like has to be like some of the best songs ever written. You know, I fucking love Priest too. You know. We'll do a couple more questions and we'll wrap it up, guys. We're about to hit 2 hours. So let's do 2 more questions. Let's do 2 more questions. Let's go for it, guys. I'm going to bed. Hit me with it. Let's go. I do not watch trailers because most of the time they just give away way too much. So I have not seen either of those trailers, but I can tell you this, I'm very excited for both movies. Probably a little bit more for Resident Evil to see what Zach does with it. All right, one more question. Let me get something good. Let me see if something good comes in. And please drop a like before you guys go. Please drop a like. And remember tonight, technically, because it's already midnight here, Dead Pit invades Planet Dirty. Rocky or Rambo? Rambo for sure. Rad or BMX Bandits? I'll go BMX Bandits on that. What band deserves a documentary? Blue Oyster Cult for sure. What Samara Weaving? Over Your Dead Body? I don't think I've seen that. No, I haven't seen that. I have not seen it. I mean, I always just took it as just blatant speculation and rumor. So I never put any credence into that. So no, I haven't heard anything concrete, you know. So no, the TV version itself doesn't have a 4K release. I think all that footage is either standard def that they have. So I love the TV version of Halloween, though. I really do. All right, guys, let's end it. 2 hours. Drop a like if you haven't already. Hype the video, too. Do me a favor, guys. Hype it. If you guys don't mind doing that now, that'd be great. We did 2 hours tonight, and we're going to be back tonight with Dead Pit. Are y'all ready for that? With Brandon. I hope you guys are ready. So thank y'all for hanging out. God bless you guys. We're going to go to bed. We'll see y'all tonight. Boom. Live. Dead Pit. Planet Dirty. All right, guys. Take it easy. Good night, y'all. Love y'all.